It's not working. Audio was not working because my mic was muted, because technology hard. Welcome. I guess you are the only viewer. I didn't realize how to actually work the live streaming stuff, so the old link does not work. So the one other person who was excited for that probably won't see this one. Anyway. Well, hello. I haven't made a video in a while, so I decided to do a live stream, mostly because I'm too drunk to actually make a video right now. So here I am. Depending on how many people show up will determine kind of how this thing goes. If anyone has any questions, which right now I'm speaking to like one person, go ahead and ask them. And then also I'm going to be looking at cringe videos later on, which will be fun for me because it'll probably make me want to pull up my hair, which isn't good because my hair's finally doing well and I don't want to pull up my hair. You guys can't see it, but my hair is really thinning on the top over here. So it's not exactly the best thing in the world, but now that I'm on all the medication that I am on, it is finally growing and it makes me happy. Yeah, that'd be totally fine. Go ahead and DM me on Twitter or email me. I usually respond to either one of those pretty quickly, though Twitter would probably be the best because my email does get a lot of spam still. I have like 4 different emails and they all get an exorbitant amount of spam. So also, if you guys hear anything in the background, my family is here. So my nephew might make noise or my dog. I might have my dog come into my room, depending, especially when I go get more alcohol. We just had a birthday party for my nephew, so I am fairly drunk, but I could always be more. Take a picture. Ow. That's needing my desk. That's always fun. When are you going to start pushing? I've already started, and I am just really terrible at it. Real fun. I know some people have said that they kind of see or they kind of hear that my voice is maybe softer. I don't really think so. I'm a little worried that my voice is a little damaged from all of my yelling throughout the years while in the military. I'm not sure. I'm not getting professional voice training, though. I'm only going to do practicing through videos and stuff like that. So I'm not averse to getting surgery for it, though, which I might look into more depending on how shitty it all is. But that won't be for at least another year. So I'm going to give myself at least that much time to work on it better. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Though I don't have magical fingers crossing power. It's an inside joke. I have a friend that every time she would say fingers crossed, especially when I would like come to like tests and all that, I would like ace the test even if I didn't know what the hell it was about. So I would say that she has magic fingers. Meanwhile, whenever I say fingers crossed, it usually doesn't go well. Last time I said, I believe I went across the country for a crazy thing and ended up blowing up in my face, which also led to less than stellar grades for my first semester in college. But I am better now, and that is dealt with. Also, later on tonight, I might have someone on, depending on when they get home. Also, depending on how many other people might join. When I was in high school, I used to be really good at that. I had there was this girl, and she was like the smartest girl in the class, and she bet me one time that I wouldn't be able to get a better grade than her on the next exam because of the fact that I sleep in class every day. So we take the exam, and not only am I the first one to be finished by like 15 minutes before everyone else, I got like an extra like 20 points and cheated. And keep in mind, I didn't sleep, or sorry, I slept that entire week before that exam. So she wasn't pleased, but I am Asian, so I mean, math easy. Math easy, English hard. Yeah, no, you're not the only one. It's a surprise to me. I do not need this. Okay. Oh no, I can't see the chat anymore. There it is. Got it. It's a little weird. All the live streams I've been on so far, there's always obviously someone else to talk to. So it's a little awkward that I have to read everything because obviously this is my first live stream. I honestly didn't even notice that you misspelled English. So that might be due to the alcohol. How's it going, King of Sticks? Even though I know you by other names. Yeah, that's true. I mean, oh god, look at my first YouTube video. It's the greatest thing in the world. Though the amount of improvement I've made isn't exactly stellar either, so. Honestly, if any of you guys want to come into the stream, that's totally fine with me. Just don't flash or something. Let me see how to work this. I'll put it in the description. One second. Okay. Un momento, por favor. All right. If anyone wants to join, it should be in the description. And if somehow exorbitant amount of people would show up, I would just take that link down. But I highly doubt that since I'm not exactly popular. Also, if you guys have any cringe videos that you want us to just go ahead and put that in the link. There was something I want to talk about too. In case before someone else comes up. How do I screen share on this thing? Oh, actually, no. I don't know how to Google Hangout. I probably should have figured that stuff out before. Oh, there he is. Okay, I know how. So have you guys heard about the Arizona shop? I think it was a bar or something. It's closing because they made pro-Trump posts and pro or anti-NFL posts on Facebook. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. It was in Tucson. Tucson's really Tucson's shit. It's a shitty place. I actually have a grandma that lives out in Tucson, but I don't really talk to her. Interesting enough, it turns out that grandma is also part Korean, and I didn't know that until I found out on Wikipedia. Which, if I can find this, then I'll go into that. Then I'll take that as new. I can't find it. I know it's in Tucson. Tucson is home of U of A, which also has students spying on each other and tallying if any of them do microaggressions. So, Ukraine asshole. Hey, probably South Korean. I hope. So, I'm good at video games. Not very good at dictatorship. My friend always tells me that I praise our glorious supreme leader. He's not wrong, but I mean, what? Well, since I can't find this, I'm going to share with you guys some personal backstory of my family. I wonder if I can screen share my second screen so I don't have to stop seeing the video. There it is. All right, screen share. Robert John Bardo. This right here is my uncle. And he is in Wikipedia because he killed an actress in like the 80s. There was some law made about him. It's moot now because it has to do with like private investigators, but with like the internet, you don't really need it. But yeah, he was a crazy son of a bitch. He got stabbed 8 times in prison because he's a trophy kill. He's not dead because he's a fucking cockroach and you can't kill him. It's like our glorious leader. No, it is not. But this is actually how I found out I was Korean. Let's see if I can find it. His mother was Korean and his father was a non-commissioned officer in the Air Force. Even though his mother is actually Japanese and Korean, she's not just Korean. Most importantly, is just Japanese. Fuck the Korean part. They moved frequently, eventually settled in Tucson, Arizona. Let's see. A lot of my family on that side is a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Though he's the only one who's ever, that I know of, done anything terrible. Bardo's attorneys conceded that he had murdered Schaefer, but argued that he was mentally ill. Blah blah, schizophrenia. Yeah, he was on them. They made like a, like those True TV things that they'd make. He was on an episode of that one time. Does that make you paranoid about yourself? It did one time. Let me stop screen sharing. It did one time because when I was in the military, I was there was something going on where I wasn't reaching REM sleep. So basically, it was like I wasn't sleeping. Like my eyes were closed and I was asleep, but my brain didn't get any rest, and I started hallucinating. I had visual and auditory hallucinations, which was absolutely fun. I saw metal targets jumping off of metal trucks and then walking away, and they were like just steel targets. I heard people calling my name when there was no one around. I heard sounds at night when there wasn't anything around. I told my platoon sergeant about this, and I was worried it had to do with like the schizophrenic stuff. Turns out they sent me to a psychiatrist in the worst way possible. They took away my gun in front of the entire platoon, making a huge embarrassing spectacle. They sent me to a therapist, and I talked to him, and I was like, I don't know if I'm crazy. If I am, I don't really want to be a threat to anybody. But here's everything that's happening. He's like, yeah, you sound sleep deprived. So here's some pills, and see me next week. And then the Marine Corps was like, hey, you know how you might be going crazy? Go fuck yourself. And then they didn't send me back, and they just made me do the rest of the field op. So the Marine Corps does not really give a shit about you or those around you, apparently, because if I was crazy, I would have been bad. That was post Afghanistan as well, so it's not like I had to worry about combat. Yeah, it was a great time. Let me know if this works. I'm gonna play a song that I know will not get copyrighted because it doesn't exist. Do you watch Heard of Contra? I have heard of ContraPoints. I have not watched ContraPoints. He, whatever they are. I'm not trying to be a dick. I really have no idea what Contra is supposed to be referred to as. Um, they're on my list to watch, but I've been busy with school and catching up with even just normal people I want to watch, like Andy. I haven't watched Andy in I don't know weeks. Um, I watch Blair still because Blair's queen. But yeah, I know ContraPoints. Should have told him, you motherfucker. But yeah, I kind of talking about or looking at ContraPoints. I know some people consider ContraPoints like the reasonable SJW sometimes. I remember seeing Contra on a live stream with Blair, and not completely agreeing with that statement, but I don't know. That's only one view of Contra, so I don't really have a full opinion on Contra yet. I have never seen trans community from a woman's side talk about being concerned about sexuality flipping as much as trans men do. You ever get concerned about that? I was not aware of that. What do you mean sexuality flipping? Like not knowing if you want the dick or the pussy? Like I don't quite get this. It might be my drunk mind being stupid, or maybe I'm just a dumb asshole in general. I know Theron had an issue with Contra talking about fascists, and I know Theron defended Contra against I don't know if you guys have heard of her, but Zuzana Rose, I think MROZ. Apparently, she did a video kind of about that, and Theron kind of got upset at her for that. Oh, okay, about being gay man sometimes. Dudes, chicks with dicks, the smart asshole. I don't even think I'm at the chicks with dicks part yet. Just a thing with stuff. Trust me, don't give no fucks. Honestly, I don't really think I am just a gay person. I mean, my sexuality is I've always been comfortable with my sexuality for the most part. I've never talked about it, but I mean, I usually like you just said, I don't give a fuck. I don't know. I would say a lot of trans women are still dumb shits about shit. So you should do your makeup on stream. I would on this stream, except I'm way too drunk to do it right now. And that's not gonna happen. Oh yeah. Speaking of what's my favorite band of music, I was just looking up music, wasn't I? I listen to rock music though. Sometimes I listen to country. I listen to country a lot when I was in the Marine Corps. It's kind of just the thing to do. I dislike rap. I listen to like one rap song, maybe two. This is me slightly drunk. It can get a lot worse. This is drunk to the point where I shouldn't drive and I shouldn't do certain things, but talking on live stream is probably just fine. Also, I am really cotton mouth right now. Oh, I said the word cotton. Probably just offended somebody. So I'll probably get some water here in a little bit. Water and bourbon because, well, I need me some bourbon. Why can I not find my other channel? I don't actually use this other channel. I need to probably start using it for stuff. I plan to do stupid things. I have actually looked into the Eminem rap thing. It's mostly me, just like I said, falling behind on things I need to be paying attention to. Tell me if you guys can hear this. I just started hitting play, and hopefully it's not loud. I was actually drinking beer. Actually, it does sound a little loud already. I'm drinking bourbon right now because. So this is a really stupid reason to want to drink bourbon. I've been watching this show called Vampire Diaries. It was on the CW. I think it ended last year or something like that, or a couple months ago. And there's this character who's totally hot, named Damon, who drinks bourbon like every single episode. And there's like kind of an ongoing joke in the show where he's like even the walking bar and he like carries a bottle of bourbon with him everywhere he goes. And I was like, you know what? I want to try some bourbon. So I went to the Total Wine, which is like a alcohol place, and I just got a bunch of bourbon. And really yummy, and I like it. Everyone's telling me that I should worry because it might make me an alcoholic, but I'm never an alcoholic. I'm just an alcohol enthusiast. Also, is the song playing or is it too loud or how's that going? Because I actually have no idea. My lips are also really chapped. What else can we talk about? Can't hear it literally. Is it actually playing though, or you like physically cannot hear it? Let me turn it up. Oh no, I see the thing is not going. All right, so maybe it only happens when I screen share. Or to say, let's do control room. Nope, that doesn't work. How do people do this? Can't hear shit. Yep. Well, this is lame because I'm enjoying the shit out of this music. Exactly. You know, you're new to YouTube. I should just use OPS. I am not making a Pornhub account. It's very unlikely I ever make a Pornhub account. The most I will do is depending on how many subscribers I guess I have and if I can make this an actual career rather than having this come to bite me in the ass later on. I might do like nudes like way down the line. I know it's not working. I don't know why. If anyone knows how to do Google Hangouts on air and actually play the music, let me know. I don't know how. But was it not doing audio at all? Like for a little bit there? Or was it working? No, bad. Bad. Bad Google. Hefner died, nudes died. Let's see. What if we'll put this? Down. I feel like that's not working either. Oh well, like I said, if anyone knows how to figure this out, let me know because I got nothing. It's a little disappointing, but maybe next time I will figure it out. Oh, speaking of stuff, look at this. I bought. I think this is cute. And I'm going to use it eventually, but not right now because I can't. That's like the worst thing ever. I have stuff that I love and it's adorable and cute, but I can't wear or take any of it outside because I'm in this like mode and I just dropped my chapstick. It sucks. I want to. I gotta wait. Though I am thinking about dressing up on Halloween. And if I do dress up on Halloween, then I'm going to do another live stream where I'm going to be all dressed up. I'm going to have makeup and stuff on. This same voice is going to come out of the same face hole. So it'll probably be a little weird. Okay. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I do need to figure out how to do this now, because if I want to watch cringe with you guys, I need to be able to have you guys hear it. How do I do it? If I would have just done OBS, this would have been so much easier. But OBS wasn't like displaying the full screen the way I liked, and it was making me angry. But now I'm angry because now I can't figure out how to get this to work. How do I get this? Come on. All right, to Google I go, I suppose. I am. Oh, speaking of, I know it's a little way back, but speaking of ContraPoints, I am looking for more SJW-ish YouTubers to watch. Right now, all I have is ContraPoints that I've been meaning to watch. So if you guys have any others that you would like to suggest, or just any YouTubers in general that you would like to suggest, go for it. My share creaks a lot too, by the way. Okay, let's see. How to play music in Google Hangouts. Okay. I should have Googled this before going live, but I mean, I literally just got home like 5 minutes before this live stream was supposed to start. So. Well, that was not informative whatsoever. Oh man, I don't know how to do this at all. Has Milo Stewart made a video lately? I haven't heard about them in a while. Oh, like 2 weeks ago. Milo Stewart reacts to all white people are racist. I really need to figure out how to set up this audio because I really want to watch that right now. How to get this to work? Going to my settings. Yes, that's fucking retarded. I've watched like one Milo video ever. If I could figure out how to get this audio to work, I would watch this video with y'all. But I cannot. If I get this to work, then we'll go through like a Milo and Riley gauntlet and see how long I can survive before wanting to gouge out my eyeballs. I'm so smart that I can figure out how to do the Googles on the Google live streams. Honestly, I don't even really consider myself part of the LGBT, which I mean, I guess no matter what, technically I still am. But they seem to me to be more political rather than an actual inclusive group like they want it to be. That I honestly I feel comfortable saying I'm not part of it, even though I'm 2 letters out of the original 4. So, which speaking of which, why are L and G in there separately? Isn't lesbian still just gay? I used to be really technology smart. It's just technology typically doesn't like me. I mean, I built my computer, and I built all this crazy stuff in my room, which you guys can't really see my computer, obviously, but it's been a lot of work to get that bitch working properly. A lot of trans people have their own flag. Yeah, I've always wondered that too. I really don't care about the flag. I care about the American flag. I love that, but I really couldn't care less about LGBT flag. Okay, I might have found a way to do the audio. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Yes, you guys can, I think. Can you guys hear the video? I don't think you guys can. Why does this suck? Mm. Why is this so hard? Fuck you, technology. I mean, I guess I could play the audio through my TV, and then the mic would just naturally pick it up, but the audio is probably going to sound terrible. But at least that would be a way for you guys to hear what I'm watching. I don't know what you guys think. Should I just play the audio through my TV? Or should we just forego the cringe? Oh god, I'm watching a Milo video, which you guys can't hear right now. And I already want to gouge out my eyes. I don't know what you guys think. Should I do the TV thing? TV thing. Okay. That's one vote, and that's good enough for me. Pass the blame on somebody else. Somebody's here, and I don't know who. Okay. So I don't need this anymore. Ow, my eye. Oh, so fuck my phone. We're doing the electoral college, so you were represented by Tarquin. So your vote counted, kind of. My hair's a mess too. All right, first we're gonna see the song, because this way I don't have to actually screen share yet. Can you guys hear that? And does it sound terrible? This is the test, so we can see how the video will go. All right, is it a little too loud? I can't tell. Sounds like shit, but yes. All right, well, we won't listen to music because I don't want the music to sound like shit, but we can listen to the cringe, I suppose, with it sounding like shit. And rip anyone who watches this later, because I have to deal with that too. All right, so let's start with Milo Stewart. It's ironic because we're going to be reacting to a reacting video, which actually is a thing on YouTube, I think. Just kind of like screen share. All right.
Hi all, I'm Milo Stewart, and I am about to react to a very viral video. About a year ago, and it used to be very, very popular to make this video. I'm a little bit late on the trend, but I figured, it's never too late. So I have my laptop here, and I am just gonna watch this video and give you guys my response. Good morning, easily offended millennials. I hope you like my new background. I call this "My City is Experiencing Historic Flooding," and all of my valuables are on my bed in case my house floods. So I make do with what I can. This video is going to include discussions about racism. And because I am white, none of these thoughts about racism in this video are my original thoughts. I accredit to most of the ideas that I have picked up from these two videos created by two very lovely Black YouTubers. So go and check them out, please, because they're lovely and awesome, and like, why not? All white people are racist, all men are misogynistic, all cisgender people are transphobic, all members of a majority are biased against the members of the minority or oppressed group. In fact, most people are racist, misogynistic, transphobic, ableist, etc. I am racist, classist, ableist, and I probably contribute to many other systems of marginalization that I am not aware of. I am racist. I have implicit racial biases. I have implicit misogynistic biases. I have implicit ableist biases. The way we are socialized in a Western society and in most other societies. I am racist. Mostly about Western societies because that is what I have most experience with. Saying that we're all raised to believe that gender is defined by anatomy and chromosomes is not a stereotype. It's a fact about how we are raised. Even if you have liberal parents or teachers who teach you about gender identity, you still come into contact with the idea of biological gender through the media or through interactions with other people. Even if I was born into a society that gave me implicit racial biases. Psychologically affected.
It hurts. It hurts. My eyes hurt. My brain hurts. My ears hurt. No more already. I'm weak. I can't do the cringe. All right. It seems like, unless it's a shit post, which I doubt, because I doubt Milo could actually shit post. Milo's trying to go with he is these things because of society, kind of get that vibe. And I want to smack up Milo upside the head, say shut the fuck up. There are societal issues that we face, but systemic racism isn't a thing. Honestly, systemic discrimination is like just not a thing. At least in America, there are people within the system that are shitheads that do discriminate. That should be fairly obvious, but that does not mean the system in itself is discriminatory. There were no concentration camps. There were quite a few concentration camps. Also, are traps gay? According to Washington Post, traps are indeed gay. But the more important question is liking traps gay? Yes. Yes, it is. I don't know. If we are talking about traps, I love how we went from cringe to talking about traps. If we're talking about traps as just gay boys who like to dress up as women and trick men, then yeah, that shit's gay as fuck. But if we're talking about trannies, liking a tranny like myself sexually, at this current state I'm in, is kind of faggy. Liking a tranny like Blair, I would not say is gay, because you're more likely attracted to the feminine aspects of Blair. Unless you want to suck Blair's penis, then yeah, you're probably fucking gay. I do not understand non-binary people. I haven't seen a real argument for non-binary people that isn't just an emotional argument, unrelated to actual factual information whatsoever. I am open to this information if it exists. If someone can provide me with information to kind of validate what non-binary is, beyond just saying, "Oh, I say I'm non-binary, so you should believe me." That's not gonna cut it for me. I don't think you should believe anyone. Like the video Riley did with when someone says they're gay, trans, straight, or whatever, you should just believe them. I would say believe them to an extent. Just especially given what kind of person they are. So if you had a person who was very did things on a whim all the time, someone that just followed trends, and if they try to say that they're trans, I would be concerned, because I'll see. You see my hair? It's thin. It's fun. I would say be concerned, because they can just be ending up a statistic in that situation. But I mean, you shouldn't be challenging them every step of the way, unless they are that transgender, basically. And if they do find a way to prove everyone wrong, kind of like how Riley did, with actually being on hormones and actually taking actions to get over or to combat actual dysphoria, then we shouldn't be like, oh, well, Riley's still not trans because Riley has shitty opinions. Riley's trans. She just has shitty opinions. You can be trans and have a shitty opinion or a good opinion. I mean, that's kind of what our side argues for, too, is that being trans isn't connected to a political movement. So having certain opinions shouldn't indicate whether or not your trans status is valid. It's just, what are the actions and how is this person presenting themselves as? By the way, I'm probably going to go on a lot of tangents because, again, I am fairly drunk. And when I drunk, I rant a little bit. So that's the thing. Yeah, anyway. Another thing I don't understand is Riley says that she is trans and non-binary. I don't see how that is compatible with the other. If you're a tranny, you want to be the opposite gender, but if you're non-binary, you're not either gender. So why do you want to be? It hurts my head. It's just another thing they lack is they lack a like logical argument to prove what they are and what they want. Like for being a tranny, you can get to that place logically. You know, I don't feel comfortable the way I have presented myself throughout my life. I like certain things that aren't primarily associated with my birth gender. I have actively tried to conform to my actual birth gender and the things that I should enjoy. And it's not even just a matter of sexuality. It's not like I like things that gay guys like. I'm just, to put into words of certain people who know me, I'm off. I'm just off. So, not to mention, I felt this way, and I know it's a mental thing. And no matter how many times I try to get away from it, I keep returning to it. And then, upon looking into it, I know why it's a thing. Jesus, it's 2:20 a.m. here from Croatia. I once banged a tranny off Backpage. It wasn't bad. Okay, good for you, I guess. I know trannies are kind of all over the sexual escort business because it is a fairly large niche for people wanting to try. By the way, I love how I had that guitar in the background in all my videos, and I'm even holding a pick right now. I have no idea how to play guitar. I'm a poser, which was a terrible Canadian accent. I do know how to play piano, though, kind of. I actually composed my own song one time. So this is a kind of a fun story, I guess, for myself. When I was in high school, our teacher said that we were allowed to play a song that we created if we wanted to, or just any song at all. And I was practicing the song like every day, trying to get like certain sounds that I liked, right? And this girl walked up to me one day and was like, "Why don't you ever play something pretty?" And I just looked at her and was like, "Bitch." And I went back to playing the song, and I kept practicing, kept writing down the notes. And then the end of the year comes, and I finally played the song. And by the end of it, like almost the entire classroom was like, "That was really good. Like, do you have the sheet music for that?" And I didn't have the sheet music because our computer said literally just got wiped from their memory. So I lost all the sheet music and I had to play it by memory. And I just looked at that girl and was like, "What's up?" Because everyone loved it. I wish I knew how to play it too. I actually don't remember how to play it because it was like 8 years ago. But that girl was a bitch. Also, I haven't listened to Pink in a really long time. I would play a song if the sound worked, but I don't want it to sound like shit while we listen to music. All right, I will be right back because I need some water and burp. So I'll be right back. I used to like Avril Lavigne back during her more like emo music because I was a little emo kid when I was in high school. I never like had the hair of an emo. This is the longest my hair has ever been in my entire life. Wait, why did I put this back on? Can't. Okay. Though when I was in the Marine Corps, I had hair that went down to like here, which like 3 inches over regulation, and I got away with it still. Also, I used to listen to Pink a little bit too when I was in high school. Ugh. Been on for almost an hour. Time flies when you're having so much fun. I'd be playing more music if the sound wasn't shit, but so for these live streams, hopefully next time I'll figure out how to get audio to work because I want to listen to music and I want to watch videos with you guys. I'll probably be dropping a link into the stream next time too for anyone who wants to join. What camera to use? For the webcam, I use a Logitech camera, but it's not the best. I got it because at the time I had a girlfriend that wanted to Skype with me, and I just went out and bought the first webcam I could find. It gets the job done. As for the actual camera, it is a Canon Vixia HF-R700. It's a snazzy little thing. I like it. It does backup recording directly. Fuck off. If you don't have good lighting, it kind of looks shitty. I mean, even when you do have good lighting, it still kind of looks shitty. Just look at all my videos. But I think it does pretty well. I do want to eventually upgrade. I do eventually want to upgrade. But that depends on me getting a job and if I ever make money off the YouTubes, which I doubt it, because I'm not popular or good enough. But I also want a new camera because I do plan to do more journalistic type things and going out and actually finding kind of news stories out there. There was that Trump riot out in downtown Phoenix, which I almost went to, but parking was going to be absolute shit. And also I was absolutely exhausted because I had just started going back into school and the hormones were really kicking my ass. So I decided not to go, which probably was for the best because they got, there was like tear gas and stuff. And I've been maced before and it's not fun. Sorry, pepper sprayed. I was pepper sprayed with military grade pepper spray. And probably the worst experience of my entire life. Ow, it's in my eye. You didn't be used to things like that. Hopefully Trump comes down to Arizona again. If he does, then I'll go down there. Also, actually, would you guys be up for me to make a video on only mildly Would you guys be up for me to make a video on this crazy preacher who comes to ASU? Oh, well, shit, I just gave away where I go to school at. Oh, well. He comes to the school and always says absolute crazy bullshit. Like last year, he said all the girls were STD ridden. All gays are going to hell. Bi people are halfway going to hell. Trannies were just mentally ill, which I mean, he's partially right there. And then he would always scream, Donald J. Trump. What is harem? I've been seeing that. But anyway, I'm gonna screen share. It's on my Twitter, but I'm gonna show you guys anyway because not all of you guys have probably seen it, and by all you guys I mean there's only 5 of you guys here. But whatever. Anyway, let me find it real quick. I have a picture of his wife on my Twitter, which isn't creepy at all. I was actually going to make a video last year of it, but it was really cringy, and the quality was just bad. So I ended up just going against it. Put it over here. This is the crazy chocolate-covered bloody tampon tree holding lady. She would say that her husband was a good lover, and that she used to be a slut, and that she used to laugh at her husband when he first showed up, but then she found the Lord and quit her wicked ways. That's how she said it, by the way. And they even read his Harry Potter one time, which I do not have the footage of that anymore. But it was about how Harry Potter was gay, turned into a tranny. He did cocaine, I think, got drunk. Oh, they were also against drinking, like heavily. They hated that we participated in Thirsty because she didn't know how to pronounce Thursday. She was grossed out by people with red wings. For those of you who know what that is. Yeah, she is. They're not all there in the head. One of their entourage was actually banned from U of A for kicking a student, so he can't go back. What else did they do? They were just insane. These people are fucking nuts. And since some of you guys have said that you guys want to see it, I will be filming it next year, or they should be back next semester. They actually gave me their book for free because I was recording them all last semester because I was gonna make fun of them. But it was before I had gone on stream with Andy, so I wasn't very good at talking to the camera, and it made me cringe too much, and I wasn't confident in my work at the time, so I didn't do it. Which kind of sucks because I got like the emails of like 100 students that were interested to watch my channel, but because I didn't have any content to show them, I didn't email them. But this time, I might wear a dress to them too, just to piss them off. How is a Marine supposed to know what harem is? What is harem? I don't get it. Not to mention, I wasn't exactly the best Marine out there. I was the world's okayest Marine. Let me move the chat back over here. Last year too, there was I think he was from Saudi Arabia. There was a guy who came up and he kind of took the crowd away from Brother Jeb is his name. He took him away from him, and he was like, these people like don't represent Christianity. Christianity is love. Basically, fuck these people. He didn't say it like that. He said it tactfully. But he's like, these people are not good people. Do not listen to these people. And I ended up interviewing him because I was going to have him in the video too. And he was talking about like, yeah, I'm actually smart enough to know like these people don't represent Americans and they don't represent Christianity. Basically, fuck these people. But there are other exchange students from my country. These might be like some of the only people they see here. Like, I don't want them to have this idea that all Americans are like this, because they're not. And he was a pretty decent guy. I didn't really go in depth with his opinions because I wasn't very good at the time of recording. But it was a fun time, and I'm excited for him to come back. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to get as much footage this year because I had like almost all of the footage. It was like 6 hours for 5 days worth of footage. Kind of a shame that all went nowhere. But since my classes are all late, I won't be able to get that much footage. But I think I can get enough. I mean, like 10 minutes worth of their shitty speeches is probably enough. You should go back on Worski Live if they'll have me. I don't like asking to be places. So I mean, if they invite me again, I'd be happy to go on. It was fun last time going on, and I mean, it got me my start. So. I'm going through this water like it's cool. It does kind of suck that if I do go back on Worski Live anytime soon, not much has changed beyond, my hair's longer. And, I kind of have a little bit of a boob. But there's not much there, and not much has really changed. I mean, I don't know what we would even talk about. I mean, I guess they would know how to actually play videos on their live streams. Yeah. I had a lot of people in the that served with me in the Marine Corps that believe in Noah's Ark. I am an atheist. How do you know a person's an atheist? I'll tell you. So I obviously didn't believe in all that. And it had to kind of bite my tongue to make sure I didn't say certain things while in the Marine Corps. Because I love my brothers and all that, and I didn't want to start shit really. But though my best friend, I did accidentally convert him to atheism, which is a weird sentence. Because he was agnostic, so he kind of believed in a god and all that. And I was watching a lot of atheist videos. It's kind of during that time was kind of my the birth of my my political liking and all that. But it started with atheist videos. I was watching Jacqueline Glenn. I didn't watch The Amazing Atheist because I remember him being just loud, and I got annoyed by that. There's a couple other atheists that weren't really substantial. It was mostly Jacqueline Glenn. And I was watching her, and I was watching kind of more sciencey videos, and my friend was watching it with me because there wasn't a lot to do in Kuwait because the internet was shit, and B, it was boring and sucked. I hated Kuwait. Kuwait is a shithole for deployment. And he's like, you know what? I'm an atheist now. He just one day was like, I'm an atheist now. I was like, oh, shit. And he's like, yeah. I told my mom I'm an atheist now. It's like, oh God, what did I create? I miss the Marine Corps though. As much as the Marine Corps absolutely sucks balls, I actually miss it. It was fun to be able to drink with your brothers every night, do stupid shit, get in trouble, or narrowly escape getting out of trouble. Plus shooting guns and shooting automatic guns was really fun. I'll probably never get another chance to shoot a fully automatic weapon ever again. Which sucks, especially a machine gun. I can't foresee myself being able to shoot a 240 again. I never shot a 50 cal and I never shot a Mark 19, which a Mark 19 is a grenade launcher, but it's like a machine gun grenade launcher, so it just constantly shoots out 40 millimeter grenades. So I'm not a fan of explosions. I don't know, I'm weird. I have a rocket launcher and I'm not a fan of explosions. So go figure. I'm a fan of guns that shoot a lot of bullets. Hello, sample 2501. I don't go shopping in public because A, it's a little embarrassing. And B, it's just it's kind of expensive. But I do have some outfits already. I can kind of show you guys, I guess. Oh God. It's like a little under thingy. Can't really see it. Where? Oh well. This was the first one I bought, and I think it's absolutely cute. And I've worn it once, and I took a picture with it. And then, because I was gonna hang out with somebody that night, and he stood me up, and I haven't worn it again. And then I just got this, which it's not exactly what I thought it was gonna be. It kind of looks like a military jacket, like the fabric. I'm not exactly a fan of that. So I'm not sure how much I like this. The first one I showed you guys, more than likely I'm going to, because my professor is going to give out candy for anyone who dresses up. I'm going to wear a dress for Halloween, and I'm going to get candy that way. That first one I showed you guys, that would be the one I wear. Let me get that one more time. Ow. I did not close my other closet, but just to be where I were with it. I feel like it'd be fun to dress up and go to class. Probably be only mildly awkward, especially with, like I said, the sound out of this face hole. Nice. I'm partially wasted. I'm drinking bourbon right now. Basil Hayden's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Tastes yummy. I like it. But yeah, I plan to do a live stream when I come back from class that day. I plan to do a live stream November 10th for the Marine Corps birthday. I'm burping a lot. It's super gross. I want to do a live stream for my birthday, but I get out of class a little too late to do one. So I might do it the day after or the day before, because I get out at like 6, and then we're going to the bar for my mom's taking me to the bar to celebrate. So I'm not really gonna have time unless I do it like near midnight, which probably wouldn't be the best thing to do. So I'm not so sure about doing it. So I don't know. I might do it the day after and then do shots with you guys. And then I think I have one other live stream planned. I have another live stream I'm trying to plan with a lot more people, but no one except for Danica Lee and Zuzana. They've messaged me back about it. If you guys don't know who Danica Lee is, you should, because she's amazing. She's a shit poster basically, and she's a YouTube shit poster, and I love her. Whenever her Twitter's actually live, because she gets banned a lot, her posts are really spicy, and it gets her banned. I think the one that got her banned was something about Riley, or has something to do with like her dick or something. But it was like, it made me just straight up say, "Damn," because it was kind of ruthless. But yeah, you guys check her out, and her videos are pretty good. But yeah, that's all the live streams I have planned. Hopefully that could get done by December sometime. Then I have quite a few video ideas. Well, thanks for showing up, and I will see you next time. But I have a lot of video ideas, and one of them coming up will be so I'm torn on 2 different ideas right now for the next video. It's either going to be talking about how I chose my name, and that's more directed towards other trans folks, because I do not like on Twitter or on YouTube, but I get asked how to pick a name or to suggest a name for other trans people, and it's always weird to tell someone what they should be called. That's probably why I'm never gonna be a parent, even like adopted. Which I don't think you name your kid if he doesn't. Whatever. Anyway, so I'll talk about how I decided to choose my name and what it means to me, and all that, and then you guys will finally get to know my name. And then the other video would be why I think we should be saying the word tranny more often. Going into pros and cons of it, but overall, my reasoning for why I say tranny and why I think everyone else should say tranny. That video, I wanted that video to come out today, but I drank a little too much, so I wasn't gonna be able to film. I wasn't gonna be able to script, film, and edit without it probably coming out like ass. So I didn't. I might do it tomorrow, but I have homework tomorrow. At the very latest, I would say it's probably gonna come out Wednesday, because Wednesdays I only have one class. And then another video, hopefully, let's see. Hopefully another video Thursday, maybe, if I can swing it, because I want to get both those videos out soon, especially since I've had a lot of off time, obviously. So yeah. It smells like eggnog. I like it. Yeah. I think it'll be fun. Some of these videos I have planned. Honestly, I have a good like 10 videos still planned. Well, if you make it with bourbon, it tastes like bourbon with kind of a milky flavor, I guess, to it. I don't know. I don't really have the best taste buds. So check this out. I have poor taste buds. I have a poor sense of taste, and I'm colorblind. My life sucks. The one good thing I have about my senses is my hearing, but because of being in the Marine Corps, I now have tinnitus, which is ringing in the ears. So now even my hearing is shit. So literally all I can do is like feel things, just touch stuff, because everything else is just fucked. Like to give an example, when I eat food, I eat it for the consistency and not the flavor, because I honestly barely taste whatever it tastes like. Okay, so this is really gross, what I'm about to tell you guys, to more drive this point home. I like a sense of taste so much that we had bagels in my house one time, right? And they had these blue spots on them. I was like, oh, blueberry bagel. I love blueberry bagels. So I put the cream cheese on it. I ate the whole thing, tasted fine because, well, I barely have a taste. I tell my mom, I was like, yeah, I ate the blueberry bagels today and it was pretty good. And she's like, we don't have blueberry bagels. I was like, what are you talking about? I ate one. No, those are old and that's mold. Good times. I didn't get sick. I ate it. It was perfectly fine. No stomachache, nothing. But yeah, it was pretty fucking disgusting that I ate mold. This happened when I was like 14, 13. If anyone ever asked me what that mouth do, apparently eat mold is a valid answer for me. Oh, it was so gross. 10 out of 10 would eat mold again. Well, at least I know that if push comes to shove, I can pretty much eat anything to survive. Another video I might talk about, but I have to make it like damn near tomorrow or Monday, is the Boy Scouts thing. Because I used to actually be a Boy Scout, which is a little ironic now, I guess. Oh, that's terrible. Tarquin said I took one bite out of a muffin that was moldy once. Well, did it taste good? Tastes like blueberries? I was a Boy Scout once, though. And given all this, them including girls and all that, when I was a Boy Scout, I honestly didn't really find anything that was made better just because it was boys. But at the same time, I'm not exactly the best source for this because, well, obviously, tastes like death. Mine tasted like a food with stuff on it, and I ate it, swallowed it, digested it, turned it into energy. Oh, I still can't believe I did that. A good time. Let's see. Did I ever eat anything else gross? I don't think so. There is a Girl Scouts. So it seems to me, from what I've read and what I've heard, is just both of them have declining numbers. So the Boy Scouts just wants to open it up so this way they won't have as much declining numbers anymore, and hopefully they can kind of turn themselves around by including girls too. Honestly, I think they should just merge and call themselves Scouts, and then probably have like certain activities within the Scouts that are gender specific. So like, I know someone made a comment on something I was reading that in the UK they have like girl guidance and only girls can take that. They should have that like in Scouts, like a girl guidance and like a boy guidance thing. So like it's just like a class type thing, and they go. And then ditch the Boy Scout popcorn because no one buys that, and put in the Girl Scout cookies. And that's all you need. And there you go, perfect. I guess then you would have to call it Boy Girl Scout cookies or Scout cookies. Whatever. Oh God. The lock clamp on my chair like always disengages for absolutely no reason. Oh, that sweet, sweet alcoholism. I probably shouldn't be drinking as much. So something I haven't talked about in my videos either is that when you're on hormones, it actually is kind of a pain on your liver. So it kind of it works a little bit harder. So alcohol isn't exactly the best thing to have while you're also on hormones because it kind of fucks up your liver. So my liver's probably going to be complete shit within a couple years because I drink a lot. A couple of my videos I have done less than sober. Not exactly as drunk as I am now. That's why I didn't do it, but just less than sober. For the Trump video I did where I was in my blues, I believe I took a shot of Jameson before that one. I did a live stream with a subscriber and a friend, Gabe Strings, is his name, I believe, on YouTube. He's a good guy. I like him. He's a friend also. Has a little bit of a thick accent because he's Italian, but he had me on, and if you guys have seen it or you guys do watch it, I'm drinking from a cup throughout all of it, and that's like I think that was wine. So and it was full. Like the cup was like this big, I think, and it was full. So by the time I was done with it, I was pretty feeling fairly decent. And like I said, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm an alcohol enthusiast. What the heck happened there? I scratched my arm. Sorry. That might be when I crashed into my closet. I would lube my chair if I had stuff to lube it with, which I don't, and I don't feel like going to go get it. Sorry. I tried not to lean into it as much, but yeah. I think there's 3 people watching because I'm not watching on my thingy. I'm not sure though, so maybe. If it is just you, then how you liking it? Is that boring? Probably boring. I feel like I'm at my best when I'm able to actually talk to someone, which is it's always awkward to talk to myself, which is why I was hoping for being able to watch some cringe videos, but since I'm retarded and don't know how to work the Googles, I don't have cringe for us today. Besides the like 10 seconds of Milo talking, which sweet baby Jesus. Hopefully by Halloween or my belated birthday stream, I should have it figured out so I can actually listen to music and watch cringe and do all the stuff I want to do for this one, which is not going as well, but whatever. Oh, stupid chair. Hopefully then too, I might have a little bit more subscribers and a little bit more advertising for the stream, so more people show up in this way. It's a little bit more of a conversation between myself and you guys, and between you guys and all that stuff, because that's always fun. I say that like I've done a lot of streams, but wishes. I am a size 11 in women's. 11 if closed-toed, and 10 in open toe, I believe. Which is like on the very high end of shoe size for women's, but it's like on the edge of where they no longer serve your size or sell your size, because I think like the highest most places go is like a 12, sometimes 11. So like most places I go to, I can get a pair of shoes if I want to, which is nice. There's some people who get like, or who have to wear like huge ass shoes because they got like size 12 normal. But I'm like 5'9" or 5'8" ish. So my shoe isn't exactly huge, but it's not exactly small either. Oy. I'm starting to feel a little frosty from the alcohol. I wish I was shorter. I wish I was shorter and my feet were smaller, but I mean, being what I am, I'm happy that, you know, I'm not like 6 something and all that, because there's a lot of trans people I talk to online that are 6 like 1 and higher, and I kind of feel bad for them because it's really fucking tall. At least for me, there's like actual like biological women I can look to and be like, hey, I'm the same height as them. Once you get to like the 6 range, it's less likely you're going to have that. My biggest concern beyond my hair is my shoulders. My shoulders to me seem really, really fucking big. Damn, my Adam's apple. I got mini Riley right here. No, I'm pretty sure Riley, who shaved hers, is about the same size as mine right now, which kind of good for Riley, I guess. I mean, not trying to throw as much shade at Riley, but I mean, it does legitimately have to suck having a fucking huge Adam's apple and being tranny. Yeah, actually, I was talking to another trans YouTuber, and I mentioned how my shoulders were pretty broad and all that, and she was like, well, yeah, well, for men that's a pretty good thing. I was like, yeah, but I'm not trying to be a guy. And they're like, oh my god, I didn't realize. I was like, yeah, that's a thing about me. I'm very reserved on how I present myself, I suppose, which should be fairly obvious given my videos and my mentality and some of my viewpoints on all that stuff, where I'm not really presenting myself in the way I would like to present myself, but that's due to kind of the lack of progression I have so far. As that starts to change, though, as my voice gets softer, if it gets softer, and if these get to the point where I can't hide them, because right now I can kind of like hunch over a little bit, and you can't really tell that there's boobage. But if it gets to the point where I can't really hide it, then well, it just gets to the point where I can't hide it. I mean, I'm not gonna purposely hide that stuff. You know, I'm just right now it's plausible deniability, kind of. I guess that's actually not the way you use that. I can just deny it, basically, if I wanted to. So, actually, I think that's the wrong way to refer to that too. I just don't make a big deal of it, I guess would be the more proper way to say it. And I just go in guy mode, and it's not hard for me to pass as guy mode, given how I sound and how I look still. Probably shouldn't be drinking anymore. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. If not, then it might be time to call it quits. It was fairly 130 minutes. It's kind of long, actually. Yeah, I talked about the videos I'm planning, which I mean I have a lot, but the most, the closest ones that I'm planning, I like the idea of. So I'm gonna do that. I'm trying. Oh, so something that I can talk about real quick is I'm trying to play with my editor a little bit, like my editing program. I mean, I don't have an actual editor. If I had an actual editor, it would make things way easier. And I'm thinking of doing a another Riley video, but this time doing it right. And I talked to a few people about it, but basically it would involve the video beating the living shit out of me, and then playing for like 30 seconds on my channel, and then me beating the shit out of the video of a certain person. So we'll see if I can figure out how to actually do that, because I would love to do that. I need to buy a baseball bat though. I use Pinnacle, is what it's called, I believe. Yeah, Pinnacle Studio 20. So it was like a $300 program that I didn't steal, because I'm not saying I've stolen programs in the past. I'm saying that I've used programs in the past that were expensive in price, and that's all I'm saying. I didn't steal them. I shouldn't be saying shit like that while I'm drunk. Second of saying things I stole a bunch of magazines from the Marine Corps, like weapon magazines. Yeah, I'm flexing on you guys right now. I'm basically Rexcom. Sorry, gotta hit myself. What was I saying? I totally forgot. Oh yeah, magazines. So I used to be part of this Facebook group on Facebook. Go figure, right? And it was like a men's only military Facebook group, which now I don't use because it doesn't seem right for me to still be there. I don't know, but I posted a picture on it, and I was like, every day that I look at this, I remember the greatest things I stole from the Marine Corps. And they're like, I wouldn't be posting things that you stole from the military. Like, oh, fuck off. No one's gonna come after me for fucking like $2 magazines. Like, none of this shit's important to them, like, at all. Like, the one magazine I have that's actually good, I was given by a senior who, like, I don't know how he got it, but it wasn't like the military's. Like, so there's a weapon in the military called an IAR. It replaced the squad automatic weapon. So the 249 squad automatic weapon is what it's called, and it's like a small machine gun, basically. Which I actually carried the machine gun in Afghanistan, and I love that weapon. It's beautiful. But anyway, the IAR is a replacement. It's like a M16 or M4 variant of the machine gun, so it's just a fully auto M4, but super accurate. Like, I shot a quarter at I think 50 meters, so not really far, but I mean, at 50 meters, when you're looking through the optics that we have, it's that you're looking at something that's like that tiny still, so it's really small. So I shot just I'll show you. It's just shitty magazine stuff. Please don't fall. Okay. Apparently I need to work out. So this is the one that's really, really good. So anyway, with the IAR, the magazine weld, which is where you put magazines in, it's a little longer, I guess. So magazines like this don't fit in it all that well, so you have to like kind of jam them in there to make sure they're clipping. This is straighter for longer, so it just slides in, and when you eject the mag, oh, there's a bullet in here. I didn't know there was a bullet in here. But anyway, when you eject the mag, it just comes out smoothly. And then I have a couple of brand new ones too that I took. I have a grenade pouch. And then this is for NVGs. And I hate these so much. Yeah, so I took all that, and there's like that whole box is full of them, so it's like 12 magazines in total that I took. Which, I mean, it's nothing compared to some people. Some people took like actual machine guns, and they got away with like taking machine guns. Because the Marine Corps is very wasteful, and they throw away a lot of stuff. And so he over the years that he was in the military, he just acquired objects that eventually made the machine gun. I mean, I'm talking about Marine Corps being wasteful. I have a rocket launcher right there. I mean, it doesn't work and it's empty, but still, like they were just throwing it away. So, speaking of Marine Corps, they gave me that for when I got out. So the first sergeant of the unit I was in before I got out gave that to me before I got out. It has my old name on it, which you probably saw too. But so the tradition of it is when the old Marines would get off ship, like when they were leaving, and like the ship was decommissioned, they would give them a part of the ship as a plank. So he would give us like the wood pieces as we were getting out of the Marine Corps for basically saying, thank you for helping us build up the unit and stuff, which I think is pretty cool. I like the traditions in the Marine Corps, and what's attached to it are a thing called boot bands, and they're blue, and the Marine Corps hated when you wore them when they weren't brown. So I purposely wore blue. But yeah, funny thing about that first sergeant is he got relieved of command because he punched a lower ranked Marine in the face while he was drunk. So he's no longer the first sergeant of my old company. So, good times. Marines and alcohol are they're just there together. Oh, I miss the drinking. It was fun. Though ironically, I probably drink more, or I used to drink more since I was in college than I did in the Marine Corps, which is not healthy. Not healthy at all. But I think I am going to call it a night because of the fact that I can't watch Cringe and I can't play music. I'm going to figure out how to do that, or I'm just going to use OBS next time. I'll probably just use OBS next time because, I don't know, Google Hangouts is being a pain in the ass. I could ask Andy how he does it, maybe. I'm not sure if he would reply. Maybe then he'll invite me to go on Works Live again. But yeah, I will see you guys next time on hopefully probably the 21st for the next live stream, and hopefully Wednesday for the next video. Yeah, and that is it. Bye.